Federalism. Within the First International, Bakunin supporters used to call themselves Federalists, as opposed to the followers of Marx, whom they called Centralists. In such a context, it seems clear that Federalist is taken as a synonym for anti-authoritarian and that the term authoritarian is, in turn, considered equivalent to centralist. These adjectives, which, in the first place, mark different positions vis-à-vis the organization of the Workers' International, immediately served to also indicate different ways of interpreting the organization of the future socialist society. It was not, however, Bakunin and his disciples who first used the concept of federalism. Proudhon had already elaborated a theory of the federation as a counterpart to the theory of the state and, at the same time, to classical political economy. Federalism, as understood by the Bakuninists, and later Kropotkin, Malatesta, etc., should not be confused, in any way, with purely political federalism or with mere administrative decentralization, which has many times been postulated by certain sectors of liberalism and others. It has even served as a mask for aristocratic and clerical reaction. Remember that during the French Revolution the Girondists proclaimed themselves supporters of the Federal Republic and that in our century the Action Française defended, not without citing Proudhon, the idea of a federal France, as opposed to centralist France, which it presumed to be of Jacobin origin. Federalism means, for anarchists, a social organization based on free agreement, which goes from the local base to the intermediate levels of the region and the nation and, finally, towards the universal plane of humanity. Just as individuals freely associate to form communes, communes associate freely until constituting the local federation, local federations do it, in turn, to form regional or national federations. These, finally, are grouped, always through freely agreed pacts, in a universal federation. The federative principle thus implies a movement contrary to the state principle, which is carried out from the top down. And in this sense it would be totally wrong, even using the resources of a diminished and puerile structuralism, to consider that the federation defended by anarchism is but another way of designating the state. On the other hand, Anarchist federalism refers first of all to economic organization, the taking over of the means of production by freely associated producers. And this obviously means self-management. The community of workers, which decides with absolute autonomy the production, distribution and consumption of goods, also decides all aspects of social life, administration, health, education, culture, etc. And from this point of view it supersedes all political authority.